I don't want no green screen. Hi everyone, welcome to the live. Welcome in everyone. Welcome. This is your first time visiting with me. Welcome. If you are a return visitor, welcome back as well, guys. So while you guys are coming in, I'm gonna go ahead and get my area set up so that I can demonstrate to you exactly what's going on. So as you see by the thumbnail, I want to demonstrate or to share with you guys my garden that I've been working on producing for the last month or so. So I'm really excited for especially for those that are coming in. And this is one way, especially if you're on your healing journey and you're just looking for organic or holistic things to do or to incorporate, or you need something to add to your activity regimen. Starting a garden could be one of the most beneficial and therapeutic activities or things that you can do, not only to produce food, but also to get you out in nature. It's, being out in nature is very healing, very cathartic, and all the good benefits and the properties that come out with nature. So I shared the other day, I think it was Tuesday morning, at 5, I think it was 5:20 sunrise. I got up and I just was late to come out here and to share my garden. And I had such a overwhelming response to my garden that I decided to go ahead and share with you guys since I'm getting ready to do my second seed sowing. And I just want to show you guys, what I'm doing and all of that good stuff and where my garden is today. You see, I have on my sun hat. It's a little hot out here, but I'm under this shade tree in my backyard, which is giving me some shade, which is okay. I have, my handy dandy water. I have my water here, my lemon water, and I have my towel in case I need it. But welcome me if you are coming in for the first time and you all are first time comers like myself to gardening, learning how to garden and learning some tools and techniques about gardening, then take that off. Then welcome in. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but I am really excited with what I've done thus far. And I want to show you guys some of the vegetables that I've already started growing and the vegetables that I just started to incorporate. So if you all want to learn some tools and techniques, I want to show you all. Welcome in, everybody. Let me see who's in so that I can stop and greet you all. So welcome in. Hey, crazy unicorn. Crazy unicorn. Thumbs up the video, crazy. You coming in? Thumbs up the video. Get a video a thumbs up. Like the video. Share the video. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you are interested in learning about gardening. Like I said, I'm new to gardening, but I'm really so excited with the progress that I've already made, and me seeing the seeing the result of what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you all just in the 2 months what I've been doing and how my garden has already started to come to life. So again, that I'm out here in my backyard under this beautiful shade tree, and I have my table lined. So I'm just going to share with you some of the things that I'm using to keep my to grow my garden, what I'm using to feed my plants and everything. Just some, tools and techniques. Even with me learning how to germinate my seeds after I have eaten, my fruits and vegetables. I just learned how to do that. And in the last demonstration, I haven't posted that video, but I germinated watermelon, papaya, and a cantaloupe, and I've already put them in the ground on last week. And I germinated them for about almost 3 weeks, and they actually had the root attached after I took them out of hibernation. They actually had the root attached to them. So I was so excited to see that the germination phase absolutely work. So who else is in here? Unicorn, get the video thumbs up, Unicorn. I love growing plants. I do too, Unicorn. Listen, when I tell you this is so therapeutic and it is so serene, just I'm a nature bug anyway. So 80%, a lot of I ain't gonna say 80%, a lot of my videos are done with me out in nature, walking, grounding. So at some point, I may even take off my working boots so that my feet can be in the soil. That's the whole purpose of me, being out here. So, what kind of plants do you grow? Crazy unicorn. What kind of plants are you growing? You want to share? What kind of plants are you growing? Hi, baby. Right now, I am growing. I have some. I'm growing some lilies and some azaleas. No, yeah, azaleas and some wildflowers next to my garden, just so it can be pretty and give my vegetables something pretty to look at. So turn the water off, Jazz. Turn the water off. Turn the water off. So I am right now. I am um watering my plants, my vegetable, because I didn't water them yet. So, what type of plants do you like growing, Crazy Unicorn? You know what? I am hibernating. Let me show you. This is what I'm doing right now. I am germinating strawberries right now. I just started this morning. So, I'm going to germinate them for about 3 weeks so the root can grow on them. And then I'm going to plant them in the ground. Oh, I love jalapenos. So how do they have jalapeno seeds? I haven't seen any. So where do I get the jalapeno? I haven't seen any jalapeno seeds neither in the local supermarkets or in the hardware stores. You know what I'm saying? It's hot out here, so I have to make sure that I'm staying cool, even though I got on my hat. But I would love to grow jalapenos. I love jalapenos. I like spicy things. So, yeah, how do you grow your jalapenos? I would love to know. Oh, for chili. Yeah, I would love to put them in my chili. I absolutely. Yes. Yes. So do you keep the seeds from the jalapeno, right? Home Depot? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go there today and check it out because that's the only probably vegetable that is jalapeno vegetable. That's the only one that I don't have. I do have uh, red pepper, green peppers, and yellow pepper that are growing together. So I'm going to show you guys some of that. Some of that. I am really excited about my vegetables coming up. Um, so I'm going to try the jalapeno peppers. Absolutely. Okay, so you have to water them every day. How long did it take for them to start to grow out? What was the growing process? Yeah, you can put your feet in the water. When I tell you it's hot out here, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing. I just recently got these grow bags from Amazon. These are 5-gallon grow bags that I'm going to put my new seeds that I'm going to be planting. So what I'm going to be planting now, Crazy Unicorn, is I'm going to plant some onions. I'm going to do some cucumbers. I'm going to do some sweet salad mix, greens, and I'm also going to do some spinach. And I didn't know what I learned when I was homeschooling my daughter and I took her to the library. The library have all organic seeds. So if you guys are looking for seeds, free seeds, you may want to check your local library. They gave me every kind, and I've already planted them. But I mean, beans, broccoli, cucumber, carrots, kale, all the herbs. So you may want to check the library as a place or as a resource to get free seeds because they have them, and then they have the organic seeds. So I've already started to plant those. I've already planted, those seeds. Oh, okay. 3 weeks. Okay. 7 weeks. Wow. So what else are you planting? Have you planted anything else besides the peppers and your flower? What kind of plant? Yeah, to water them every day. Yeah, so I don't know where you are, but here in Tennessee, it's really humid right now. So I'm having to water. I'm gonna just about come a second. I'm having to water my plants twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. But if I come out and I see that they have, you know, soaked up all the moisture and it's really really hot, I give them another little sprinkle just so that the leaves won't wilter or anything like this. I really want to keep my plants and things really really hydrated. So I come out at least twice. I do twice. And then let me ask you this, Crazy Unicorn. How often do you feed your plants? Like I said, because I'm in a learning phase. I go on, the social sites, YouTube, and I get a lot of information from there, and a lot of people that I know that are growing gardens. I get a lot of tools and techniques from them as well. So yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely tried the library. I didn't even know, but here in my state, in my particular library, I just happened to be there. We have 4 floors, and different floors have different things. You want to learn about history, you want to learn about financing, or whatever. And one of the particular floors was where you can go and get seeds and gardening and tools and all of that stuff because they have a vegetation garden at my library. So I didn't even know they had, I haven't been there in so long. So I was really surprised to learn that they had, built a garden aquarium attached to the library where you can come on there and you can help grow and nurture the vegetables and the plants and also get seeds. So I asked him, was that just the library? It was that particular branch, and he was like, no, it should be statewide at all libraries. Just check with your local library to see. But yeah, and what I like so well about them, again, that all of their seeds are organic. And these are the spinach seeds. I'm gonna get ready to plant these spinach seeds. Let's see. Yeah. I like sunflowers too. Absolutely. I love sunflowers. We have a sunflower place here where you can drive on the expressway and you can just see on this one particular area this field with nothing but sunflowers. So I do love that. So I'm just going to show you all what my garden. I'm going to show you what my garden looks like. But if you guys are coming in for the first time, please thumbs up the video, share the video with someone. Consider subscribing to the channel if this resonate with you or you are interested in learning, going along with me on this garden journey. There's a lot of other things that I do, but this channel mainly focus on, healing and motivation and uplifting and encouragement, empowerment. And I use different tools to do that, like incorporating food for healing, incorporating gardening for healing, um, self-care regimens and things like that for healing. So it's a lot of things that I try to bring on this platform under that one umbrella of healing because there's so many different things that you can do to bring about or to incorporate, on your healing journey. It's a lot of things you can do. Meditation, gardening, grounding, reading, listening to music, sun gazing, just relaxing or whatever. So let me just show you, Crazy, what my garden looks like. I'm watering it now. So I have several areas here in my yard, in my backyard. Like this one area right here is a sitting area. This is where I'm at right now. I'm recording. So I have all my stuff here. on my table, and this the tree that I'm standing under right here. Over here is my new garden area that I just started to plant my crops in. And as you can see, I just put some accessories out here so they can keep company. But over here, I have my lilies that I'm growing in over there in the corner. Over there, I'm growing my Salem and my wildflowers. But the seeds that I germinated right here, which are the watermelon seeds. I germinated them for about 3 weeks until they grew out the root, and then I just planted them maybe 2 weeks ago. Right here is my papaya seeds. I also germinated those for about 2 to 3 weeks until the root grew out. The cantaloupe, I did that as well. And these are the cauliflowers, and this is my what broccoli. So this is my area right here, my garden area. Stand back with me, baby. This is one area that I am planting and gardening my vegetables. And over here is my second area. And this deck right here, my husband and I just recently built this 8 foot. It's an 8 feet, 8 by 4, 8 feet long, 4 feet wide. So this is my second area. My babies. This is the first area that I started with. So over here on this platform, and I'm going to build it out more. Where another 8 feet. I'm going to add another 8 feet to this section. So you can see right here I have my plants here. I have my butternut squash. And these here, my peppers, I grew these from babies. You can see that my peppers are growing. You can see here my okra is growing. And I have my carrots, and I have some over here, some herbs like I have my kale. I also have my parsley. I have some green beans, my tomatoes. And I don't know what this little cure is hiding. So I just gave them some water. Okay, that is, yeah, that's my sweet corn, my sweet corn. And you can see that I just put some accessories out here with them. And over here, I also have my broccoli. And this is my zucchini that is growing. And keep in mind, all of these were babies from seeds. My eggplant back here, I grew these from the seeds from the library. Right here, this eggplant. And those are my lemon. I germinated these lemons for 3 to 4 weeks until they grew the root. And I planted them. And I have my basil and I have my white beans. So I got, and this is my tree, not my tree, but my thing has fell down. My chair, when I come out, I just water. So I got water all in my chair. But when I come out and I am communicating and talking with my plants, that's where I sit. So this is my second area right here that I am harvesting my vegetables. So you guys know how expensive stuff is in the stores now. And not only that, one of the reasons why I was so interested in growing my own vegetables is because I want to be able to tend to what I was putting in the soil. They are messing with everything, right? So this is a way you can keep, you know what you're putting in your soil, what you're growing. And this right here, before I turn the camera back around, is some tree branches. That this is one of the tools that you can use. It's a tree branch that I got off, the trees that I'm going to stuff these bags with. So you can also put like grass cutting, the when you cut your grass, you can use that stuff to fill your bags. And that's what I'm doing. So, and here is what I feed. And I only feed them maybe once every other week, a tablespoon So I use this organic all-purpose plant food, and I make sure that it have calcium and vitamins and stuff inside. So I do that. That is what I feed them. So you saw. So yeah. So thank you for double tapping the screen. Be sure to thumbs up the video, double tap the screen. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I'm going to fill this bag. And this is, you don't have to, but soil is so high right now. And this is just one of the techniques that my sister um does with her bag. She has a 10 by 10 deck, and she has all kinds of different vegetables and things like that she's growing. And she has a lot of these bags, some 3 pounds, some 5 pounds like this, and some 10 pounds. But I'm just going to do the 10 pounds, and I've already, this is the 5 pound bag. And so it's one of the plants over there that has outgrown and has bust this container. And I'm going to transfer those that vegetables into this bag. So I'm just going to put some broken branches at the bottom just to fill it a little bit so it can take some room off of the soil. Again, this is not mandatory. This is something you can do. And let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about. These just tree branches that I cut off the tree in my yard. And I just break them up in pieces, and I just put them in the bag. And you don't have to fill it up if you don't want to, but make sure if you're using tree branches like this right here has leaves on it, make sure that you're not putting any type of grass or anything in it, because you don't want your grass to grow in with your vegetables, if that makes sense. So I just take the leaves off. So, but someone told me you can use the grass cuttings, um, but I have not done that yet. I just used the tree limbs, and I'm just gonna tear them apart. So crazy, Union, have you tried this method right here? Have you tried this method at all? And all I'm doing is just breaking them up like this, and putting it in the bag like these right here. These are more sturdier, the little branches that I have in my bag. And I don't want this right here to look like a tree limb. I just want the sticks right. Okay. And just break them up. You don't want them to bust your bag or anything like that. So this is pretty full. Let me just show you what it looks like on the inside. You can, let me see if I can show you. This is the bag. Of the bag. You can see that it looks like. So I do have 5 of these bags that I'm going to fill. That's one. And like I said, if you are interested in learning how to germinate, this is crazy. And I was talking about if you're coming in, what I did was take the strawberry seeds, wet them, um, not wet them, but I wet a wet paper towel, and I put the seeds in the paper towel, folded the paper towel, and I put them in this seal plastic freezer bag, and I put them in a warm place. I used to just put them on the back of my microwave just to sit on top of there, and I let them germinate for a couple of weeks until they start to grow out their root. So that's bag one. And like I said, you don't have to do that. That's not mandatory to put the branches in your bag, but it just helps, you know, give you some space. Um, when you're putting your soil in, it takes some room up from your soil, so you don't have to use so much soil. But I was told that you can use the grass cuttings and you can also put that in the bottom of your bag as well. I have not tried that method, but I still keep the grass cutting in an area over there in case I want to. So this is all I'm doing, guys. I'm just breaking this up, and I don't want it poking out or anything, breaking my bag. So I'm just throwing those things at the bottom of the bag, right? So I'm just taking off the green stuff and throwing them in the bag. And you don't have to fill it all the way up. You just want enough for me to just cover the bottom. So you don't have to use a whole lot. So you guys let me know what are some tools and techniques that you use. You know, if you're filling your gardening bags, do you use this method or do you just mainly use the soil? Right. So you can see this is my second bag and I just have the tree branches at the bottom. And that's about as much as I'm going to put in that bag. And then I'm going to go on to my second bag. That's what I'm going to be planting today is spinach. I'm going to be planting some spinach. And again, if you're coming in, you can get your seeds. If you don't want to go to the store, if you want free organic seeds, I know here in my state, you can go to your libraries and get free seedings and organic seeds. So you can get the good seeds. So I'm going to go around here and get some more branches. So you guys can see, I already have my branches set aside. So I'm just cutting, I'm just breaking them up, breaking up the branches and putting them in the bag. So I got my work clothes, so if I get dirty, it don't matter. And if they're a little hard to do, to break, just go on to the next one. Because I have 5 bags to fill. So put them in like that. You can see that I have quite a few branches here. So make sure that they're easy to break. So guys, if you're coming in for the first time, be sure to thumbs up the video. If you're a first time subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel, all of that good stuff. So I'm just covering the bottom. I'm not putting a lot of branches in there. But this is a technique that someone told me to do that they learned, you know, on their growing gardening journey, some tools and techniques and different things that you can use, some hacks that you can use, you know, and saving money on your soil. This is one of the tricks that someone taught them to do. So I am trying. I didn't do it with my first pots over there. I did not put none in, but since I got these grow bags from Amazon, I decided to give it a try. So you can see again, I just have the branches at the bottom of the bag. So I just wanted to show you guys this hack, and I'm going to do one bag and plant my seeds. So I can show you how to do that, especially if you're new and you're interested in learning how to garden and how to plant your seeds. So yeah, and I want it really big and busting my bag. But these are really sturdy bags, and they came 6 to a package from Amazon, so they're really sturdy, very sturdy. So I'm just gonna put a few at the bottom, break up some more, and I think I'm satisfied with that. And if it seems like it's too big, just go ahead and break them up again to get to the pieces that you like. And this is bag number 4. And that's basically all that I am doing. So I'm going to do this last bag, and I'm going to show you how I plant my how I'm going to plant my seed in this bag, right? So if the stick is too hard to do, just find another uh, branch that's easy, to break, and go ahead and put it inside your bag. I'm glad I got all my gardening clothes, so I'm not worried about getting dirty and all that stuff. Just doing what I would be doing if I wasn't filming, right? So here are some more little branches. I think when you're cutting your trees, or branches fall down from your tree, just go ahead and save those little tree branches, the wood ones, and you can use them for your grow bags. So I think I want to put just a few more. You can just walk around your yard and find a lot of tree branches, right? So that's what I do. And when I find them or when I cut a tree down, I just put them in a little pile somewhere in the yard and make that my little area. So you can wash them off if you want to. But you see, I'm just finding tree branches in my yard. So this is the 5th bag right here. Right here. So I'm gonna take a break. If you guys got any questions that you want to ask me, you can go ahead and ask me now. Let's see. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna go ahead so this won't be really long and put my first soil in my bag. I'm gonna do the spinach first. So have my handy dandy lemon water, child, because it's hot out here. So have on my sun hat. But yeah, let me go ahead, and the first one I'm going to do is the spinach. So as you can see that I have already put in my wood chips, and I already have a bag of soil that I have already used from the last batch that I did. So I don't have to open a fresh bag. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and use what I had left over. And this is what I get right here. This organic potting soil for indoor outdoor use, feeding up to 4 months. So this is a bag that I had left over. So I'm just gonna put a little bit at the bottom to cover those branches, and you will see how that little hat helps a lot, because now the soil is going to go on top of those branches, and already it's like a third it's like a third way field, right? That's a cool hack. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead, and then I'm going to put in some food too. Now, as I said, I'm new to gardening. I watch a lot of YouTube tutorials, as well as get, some growing tips from people that I know that are gardeners and have been doing them for a while, and get some, tools and techniques from them of what to do, how much to put in my bag. So you can see these bags are really heavy. They're really heavy, really sturdy. And I love that they have handles on both sides. And I think my next batch order of bags are going to be colorful, because you can get these in a variety of colors. So that's my next order to get when I transfer for those in those 3 ounce container to the 5 ounce, and then I upgrade to 10 ounces. But these things are really sturdy, really heavy. I love them. And as you can see, this bag, this is what it looks like. If you can see that, you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is the food that I use. Again, I'm not an expert, but what I have learned and what I am doing, I see that it's working. It's been working for me. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing and just take it from there. And then if I see something that's not going the way that I think it should go, I call in X and one, hey, this is going on with my plan. This is what it's looking like. Send a picture, or better yet, I go to the internet and just look up gardening and whatever is happening or is going on with your plants. You can always go to YouTube. Millions of tutorials out there from expert gardeners to tell you what to do, or try this technique or try that technique. But the best experience is hands-on learning, errors, and just keeping the eye, being very consistent with your plants and vegetables, and just keeping an eye on how you're feeding them, how much you're feeding them. Make sure you are watering them every day, giving them some love, so they just like children. I talk to them. I come out and I have a chair with an umbrella and I sit out with them. I play music for them. I've bought them accessories, to put, on the platform or in the garden with them, to give them something beautiful to look at and just to keep them company. So you really just got to show them love, talk to them, nurture them. They are growing living entities, so they want to be nurtured, they want to be talked to, not just, what I'm saying, put in the ground and expected to grow us beautiful crops of food and not give them any type of nurturing or care or attention or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. So let me see what you guys are talking about. Hi, everyone. So if you're coming in for the first time, please double tap the screen. Double tap, double tap, double tap. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs button, all of that good stuff. It has the algorithm to share the video and all that stuff. So don't forget to double tap. But before we conclude, I will show you again what I've done and why I'm so excited. Just them giving me the growing is giving me the encouragement to keep growing. And I'm so excited about, because I don't have a green thumb. I'm not an expert, but just that momentum, watching them grow and responding to what I'm doing is so encouraging. And not only that, it's so cathartic, it's so healing. So, like I said again, this channel is about healing, empowerment, uplifting, motivating, and taking everyday things that we do and making it a part of our healing journey, whether it's cooking, gardening, meditating, grounding, just out sitting out reading, doing self-care, routines or regimens, anything that's going to quiet your mind, give you some type of peace or some type of serenity, or you just sitting out under the trees or in your yard, or you just doing whatever. So all of that you can incorporate on your healing journey, right? So that's why I do so many different things on the channel. It's not that I'm scattered all over the place. I have one about cooking, and one about grounding, walking. All of that to me is very uh, cathartic as far as healing, and it's something that you can do, and make it a part, I say, of your healing journey. It don't have to just be one thing that you can incorporate on your healing journey, your personal journey, or whatever. You can incorporate everything into your regimen. Like what I'm doing now, this is really healing for me. It's getting me out. It's getting me back in nature, which I love nature anyway. I'm a nature bug. So this is a win-win for me. Being out in nature, getting my hands in the soil. And what I think I'm going to do and do a 2-for-1 is I have on my work boots, because I do like grounding, and make it a 2-for-1. I'm just gonna go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying? Because I come out here anyway, and and I take off my shoes and socks and let my feet, just be ground my feet to the soil, to the earth, to Mother Earth, in the ground while I'm doing all of this. So you can see that my little free toes are going to be here in this soil, in this ground, doing this. So, again, guys, I'm going to show you my garden area over here, my sitting area. I have different areas I can come out and just be and just get away, quiet my mind, doing all that stuff. But today, I just wanted to show you some hacks and what I'm doing with my planting. So let me go ahead. I got half of that fill. I'm going to be doing, I can take these off, put my fingers in these soil too. So, like I said, I got these seeds from the library. These are organic spinach seeds. So, my bag is about a third way fill. And I think I'm going to go ahead and fill it a little more. And don't worry about your hands getting all dirty. That's a part of, being out in nature, having that soil on your feet, that grass, that earth underneath you. It's all good, right? So, if you have any question, guys, you can. Um, so that's half a bag that I use, and I'm not gonna fill this all the way up. I'm gonna go ahead and plant my seeds. Probably not gonna use all of them, but before I do that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a look, give it some food. I have a spoon in here already, which is like a tablespoon. And this is a 5 pound bag, and you can see right here. I'm going to use this tablespoon. I'm going to use it, and I'm just going to go on to sprinkle it in here with the soil that's already in here, and I'm just going to stir it just a little bit to incorporate it into the soil. And like I said, don't I'm not an expert, but this is what has been working for me. This is what I've been doing, and it has not led me wrong. It's like I'm learning and I'm growing as I grow, right? So I'm new to all of this, but it has been working for me, so I have not had a problem in doing that. So this is another bag right here, and I'm going to just put it up here on my table, and I'm going to go ahead and put some of my seeds inside of this 5 pound grow bag. Grow bags from, I got them from Amazon. They came 6 in a pack. I think it was like $9. And when I tell you that these things are, and I'm gonna spread them out. They said put 2 or 3 together, and I'm gonna put 2 or 3 together. This is my spinach, and this is organic spinach. So one thing that I can say that I'm excited about growing my own vegetables is because I'm gonna know exactly what I'm putting in my soil and now, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm feeding my family. So, no strange pesticides or GMOs or all of that stuff is going to go into my soil or into my bag. So you control what you're putting in your garden, what you are feeding, your plants and your vegetables and all of that. And I feel a lot more safe and a little more confident in doing it that way because I have the control over that. And I'm just going to put a little more soil on top. I fed it. I planted my seeds. And I'm going to put a label on this. Um, and that's all. I'm not going to fill it all the way up right now. Only probably halfway. This, because they got to have room to grow. So you want to leave room for it to grow. So this is what it looks like, guys. This is this 5 pound bag. And at the bottom, you saw me put my wood sticks in. This is what it looks like on the inside, right? And when I tell you that I'm so excited, I am really excited. So I have before I forget, I have my little garden uh, stakes, and then I'm going to go ahead and label what this is so that I don't forget. Organic spinach. And again, guys, try your local library. This is where I got these seeds from. I have a whole lot of different seeds that I got from the library, and they give them to you free. So I'm going to just put this in my bag. Or no, look, they have little pockets that you can stick down in here. Yeah. See, right there. I'm gonna turn it around. Right there. That you can put down inside that little pocket so you won't be, hurting your vegetables. So let me see if y'all have any questions. Let me see. And this feels so really good to your fingers. It's soil, it's dirt. Oh, that's okay, Crazy Union. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Crazy Horse. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So this is my um that's my spinach. And the next thing, guys, that I'm going to be harvesting is the mescalum sweet salad mix. So this is some salad mix. You know when you go and get the mixed salad in the store at Walmart or at Costco's, or they have all the different colors, uh, greens. So this is what this is right here. This is what I'm going to do next. And I'm not going to use all of this. It says to sow in full sun, which I have. Um, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to probably do this whole bag, but I'm going to keep it so that I can refer back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and write the name on my steak stick. And like I said, I'm no expert, just me doing my own research. And just, watching different videos and people that's been doing this way longer than me, um, and asking people that are, that have done it and has have great results, and me just um, looking and learning on my own. You know what I mean? So I am excited because we know what's going on crops and our food, and pesticides, GMOs, and all of that stuff that they are putting in our food. This way you have total control of what you're putting in your soil, what you're putting in your vegetables, to make it grow, making sure they're healthy. You're not spraying all these harmful chemicals, pesticides, and all of these harmful things on your fruit, on your food. And then we feeding this stuff to our families and to our little ones. So again, guys, double tap the screen if you're coming in, thumbs up the video, share the video, turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel. So for you all are coming in, who else is coming to visit us? So you see, this is my second bag, and you know that I put the tree branches at the bottom to take up some space, so I don't have to use that much. I'm just gonna get some more branches, just a few more. And you can see me over here on this tree is what I'm going to be cutting my branches down from. So I'm just cutting some branches down. Um, yeah, I'm just cutting some branches down that I can use in my thing. So, like I said, guys, there's no right or wrong. I'm not an expert. This is just some hacks that someone told me to do, that I have witnessed their crops in their home with this method they've done. And I didn't do it my first because I didn't have these grow bags, and I'm doing it now. So Yeah, I don't want any leaves or anything on my stick. So I'm making sure that I take that off. So that's what it looks like, guys. So I hope this is helping you out. So make sure you're coming in to help your girl out. Even if you stay for a second, double tap the screen, hit the thumbs button, all of that stuff. And I'm going to fill this just to cover. I'm just going to cover those branches and stuff. And that helps a lot with the soil, right? And this soil, see, just, yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to do that. And then this is what it looks like once I put the soil inside on those branches. So it's already, want to make sure that, you know, it's out. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Next, this is the food, and I feed my plants and stuff. Um, maybe twice a month. Depend. I just eyeball it. Maybe once a month. I just eyeball it, and if I see that they're starting to wilt or dry up or whatever, they look kind of hungry, or they tell me they're hungry because they do speak to you, right? And then I come out and I give them some food, so I'm not accused of starving my plants and they won't grow right. So, yeah, I do talk to them. I come out and I sit with them and all that good stuff. Listen to music. So, I'm just going to take a tablespoon of this and I'm just going to sprinkle it in there like I did the first one. I'm just going to repeat it for all 5 bags. And I'm just going to stir it up really good. Make sure that I keep my seeds aside that I've already used. And I'm just going to put this whole package inside. And again, I'm no expert. This is my own research and what I have gathered, you know, doing the research and just, seeing what works, what different hacks, people are using, asking questions and all of that kind of stuff. So, you don't have to follow this method, but I'm going to give you all updates, as I go along so that you can see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to go ahead and dump this whole package. And then I'm not going to stay on here long because it wasn't that much in there. So I can just go ahead and use that whole package. And I'm just going to mix them a little bit. Make sure they are all married together. And let me take a break right quick, guys. Have my lemon water. Even though I'm under a shade tree, it's still hot. Okay, got my sun hat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some more soil on top of that. Right. And it feels so good. It's like playing in dirt when you was a little kid. You know how you play out in the dirt and make mud pies? I know I did. I love playing outside in the mud. So you guys see that's that. I'm not gonna fill it all the way up. I'm gonna take my handy dandy steak. These bags are heavy. When I say these bags are heavy and sturdy, they're very heavy, very sturdy. Uh, and like I said, I got them off of Amazon with 5 in a pack for $9. These are 5-pound bags. Okay. So my next one, let me see what you guys are saying. Who's in the chat before I end? Okay, so I'm almost an hour. I'm almost an hour in. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm going to finish my next 2 bags, which is going to be, I'm going to do some cucumbers and I'm going to do some cucumbers and onions. That's what I'm going to plant next. So, guys, thank you so much for chiming in with me. Something that I said or did was encouraging. Um, there's some hacks and some tips and things that I share with you was helpful. If you are starting a garden, tag me in so that I can come over and support you and see what you're doing. Or if you have any tips, tools, and hacks for me on my growing gardening journey, leave them in the chat below or DM or tag me in so that you can give me some of your hacks and things. So thank you so much for guys, the ones that came in and tapped in with me. Thank you for thumbing up the video, even on a playback. Thank you for double tapping the screen and showing some love. Be sure to turn on the notification so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And please consider subscribing to the channel if you found this video helpful or you like the content or just the personality and the energy of the host. So, guys, with that being said, thank you so very much. I'm going to go ahead and continue my next 3 bags off camera, but I will bring you guys updates um, as I go along. Thank you again, Crazy Horse and Crazy Unicorn, Crazy Unicorn, excuse me, for chiming in with me. Thank you for stopping by. With that being said, guys, remember to always protect your energy, stay encouraged, stay in love, stay, all that good stuff. Be encouraged, be in light, be empowered, be uplifted. Peace, healing, peace and healing on your journey, personal and spiritual, and all that good stuff. With that being said, guys, remember to always protect your energy and glow up with the goddess of color. Till next time, family, peace and love.